Hi there, this is Hao, and this is just another video of me solving random code problems. So today we have a set matrix zeros problem. Given an m by n integer matrix called matrix, if an element is zero, then set the entire row and column to zero, right? So if we have a zero here, then the entire row and column becomes zero. Similar here, we have zero here and zero here, right? So the entire column would become zero, like that, right? So that is pretty straightforward. And the most important thing is that we need to do it in place, right? Um, so I think it's pretty straightforward. We can just, as we iterate through the matrix, right, row to column, we can just keep track of um, the row and column that is zero, right? So for example, this one, the row is one row, right? And the columns is also one, right? And then after we keep track of all of the after we record all of the zero location, row and column, we can just iterate through the matrix again to set the zero, right? So if a cell is in the row or in the column, then we're just gonna set it to zero, right? So for example, right, this one is 0, 0, right? The zero is the row is not in the rows here, and the column is not in the columns here, right? This is the column where the zero was, right? So if we are at here, let's say 0, 1, the row is 5. The row doesn't have a 0, but the column is 1, and 1 is in our set, right? Because we found the 0 earlier at this column, right? So the element at that column should be set to 0. So we're just gonna go ahead and set this to 0. So I think that is pretty straightforward. So let's go ahead and code this up. So we're gonna have like two sets, right, to keep track of our rows and column that the 0 appears. So row equals to set, and column also equal to a set. And we're just gonna iterate through. Oops, I accidentally submit. I equal to 0, I less than matrix dot long plus plus. It is J. It is matrix of I. Right, and if matrix of I at I and J is equal to 0, then we're just gonna add it to the rows I and then rows at J. And then after that, right, we can iterate to the matrix again. And we can check if the row, if the current row we are looking at is the row that the 0 has occurred, then we set this cell to 0. I or columns.fj. Then we set the matrix of I and j to 0. And that's pretty much it. This one should be columns. Run. And then submit. And it works. And we're doing pretty well with the runtime here. So that the runtime here is just gonna be like one pass, right? M times n. Space is just gonna be it's also m times n, because in the worst case, we have 0 for the whole matrix. So thank you for